Yeah, so just doing a quick video just for this is I'm Richard. I'm doing this combine. My Gleaner C combine. There it is. Very good combine, very good engine. Slightly low oil pressure when hot. Nothing else wrong with the engine really at all. I can't find anything wrong with it. It's a good engine. Just a little bit of tidying up going on. This combine's we got it working last year. It's been sat for 30 years about, give or take, and we got it working and it did a very good job. It's going to be next level this time. We're not going to paint it because we think that'll ruin it. It doesn't need painting, I don't think. It's just holds its own as it is. But we ordered some bearings because I've discovered that the bearings were just worn enough that that's where the pressure was going. I can't see anything else, and I've taken the decision that that's what we're going to do. We're going to change the bearings. So we ordered bearings. I ordered a set of it's here. 3152. So I ordered big ends, two sets of big ends for 3152, and two sets of mains for a 4203. So the 203 ones are still on the way. But what's happened is, for some reason, I've ended up with two packets of mains. So the 3-cylinder one, the mains have come, but they're narrower, and I've just checked them, and they're not as bad as I remember. But that's the original bearing there. That's come off of, I think, that one. And there's the new one. But if you look, and the fella I'm doing it with, that I share the combine with, is a bit of a perfectionist. But if you look there, you see it's not quite as wide, and we're just not happy with it. And that's the sort of like slightly wider ones, the end journals, sort of like the end ones. And you see how it's just slightly not as wide, and we're just not happy with that, Fortunately, he has got a tractor. He's got a little massive 35, Ferguson 35 that will fit on. Those bearings will go on. So we got one set of job for. We're just going to keep the sets because they'll come in useful for something. Somebody might come along and need them or whatever. So yeah, just basically to explain. And the part number, there you go. So this particular one, PKAF 1226. Main bearing set, STD Perkins. So aluminium tin engine bearing set. Bi-Metal Bearings Limited. There you go. So I hope that clarifies anything. I don't know. The orders got mixed up. We ordered, basically what we ordered. I ordered 4-cylinder mains, 3-cylinder big ends. And we got 3-cylinder mains. So I don't know how that happened, but yeah, it's just confusing. My dad ordered them on his computer, and why and how it ever, I was there when he ordered them. I don't know how it got messed up, but there you go. Never mind. There's no point getting aggravated. He's just got to get on with it. So I hope that clarifies. If you need to, know anymore. I fortunately have managed to source a set of Perkins bearings for this engine, big end and mains, so the whole lot's come in. Hopefully that's putting that to bed. We should be able to deal with it then, and we'll put it all back together. We'll have it running soon. Well, hopefully. Right, okay, bye. My pal has been foraging, so he got an old kit. I wish I'd have videoed it now, but just didn't have it. It was nice to see it. I should have spent a bit more time with him doing it. It would have been interesting. Proper old school. Using the old tractor and the old forager. He's got this one now as well. He bought this one from the scrapyard, Smiths of Bloxham. There's a couple of combines in there. I did a video of the combine a little while back. But he got all this set up, spent a little bit of time getting it nice. Just doing it up, putting new belts on it and everything, and hydraulic pipes and whatnot. I mean, I don't know exactly what he did to it, but he did some work on it, a bit of welding. And when he got it to work in the field, and the gearbox travels the wrong direction. So PTO drives, he wants a gearbox that goes the other side. So that one, how can I put it? Yeah, it's difficult to explain, but basically he wants a gearbox that drives the other way, basically. It's the opposite direction. Yeah, so never mind. He ended up throwing it all on the floor instead of out the top. So, but probably next year we'll have it. He'll have this one going out. So he reckons, he reckons this one's slightly bigger. It's basically the same design there. Yeah, amazing to watch. I love farming, it's great. Right, see you in a while. Couple of little items of interest. Well, for me anyway. This is one of them. Just basically just sort of nitpicking for bits and bobs to do really in a minute. There is a job out there, but see, we might in here in a minute, so I'm sort of just looking around, assessing what needs doing and getting in my head. Really, honestly, I need those bearings to come so I can get that engine together, get it running, get it on. But I think once the engine's together, move the engine out of the way, get the combine out, wash the dirt off all the areas that we couldn't get to previous to with the engine on. There's a lot of muck underneath there. We'll scrape it off and then wash it, and then re-oil over the top of it, put the engine on it, and then we can get the fan housing in and everything. And basically that's it, you know. When it comes to close to the season, we'll put the header on, and then there you go, we've got a working combine again. And yeah, I'm confident of good things. But this, I really tried very hard. Well, I say very hard. I tried as hard as it was worth trying to find these bushes that would fit this. And I'm confident that there is something that they fit to. There was something in history that was built, mass produced. Those bushes were mass produced and fitted to all kinds of different stuff. Not just this. Those bushes weren't made just for this. I don't believe that. So somewhere out there, someone's got a massive pile of these bushes. And I can't find out who it is. But there you go. So I've kind of sort of come to a place where I'm going to have to improvise. Basically, my theory is, I think where we got it off, my theory is, we have got some bushes kicking the back, but I don't know where we put them. Because we went to that bike show, that auto jumble, and I was confident I'll find them there. And the only bloke we found that had anything that was confident that he'd have them, we phoned him up and he said, sorry, I can't find them. So that's the end of that. So what we're probably going to have to do is get the metalastic bushes with a metal sleeve and a metal sleeve in the middle. And what we'll do is get so these are like inch holes, I think. So nearest damn it to an inch diameter, and obviously whatever that is, and the correct height, and we'll get them pushed in. Well, I can push them in. It's not a problem. Push them all into the right height, and use them, because that one's actually all right. But it'd be nice to get it good, get it real nice. Yeah. So, and that as well, I'm gonna, rather than take that off, I'm gonna probably steam clean it, because that's actually it. I think that's a stretchy bandage. There is some here actually, a bit of stretchy. wonder if it fit. Yeah. I might take that home and give that a good bleaching. See if that will work, because if that cleans up, use that. Trouble is, see, that stretchy bandage is quite expensive now. I'll tell you what else does it, white muslin cloth. But it doesn't really matter, it doesn't have to be white, but I prefer it to be white because the original ones were white, and it's nice to see it out in the field with, you know, close to original. Trying to find these cloth bags, you know, I got sent some, I bought some cloth bags, the original ones, and actually, looking at them, I find these better. These are the right, you know, white muslin cloth or that stretchy bandage they give you in hospital for your leg. That's just ideal for these. And it just blocks out the main bit of dust. But obviously then they look all grubby eventually, but it doesn't take many minutes for them to go all grubby. You know, only in the field a couple of hours and it'll be all mucky. Just goes to show the amount of dirt that it'll be sucking in the engine, so keep an eye on that oil breather as well. But there you go. I'm going to keep foraging, looking and see what I've got just for a few hours today. I know we've got to change the tyres as well. We've got some better tyres. In fact, we've got 2 better tyres, but we might only end up changing one. Put it on the other rim. There's another rim, a better rim, that we're going to put on there. Say better rim, it's a better colour. That one's for some reason gone all red, whereas this, the one we're going to put on it, is going to be white like it should be. Yeah. Right, okay, see you in a bit. So, not a massive amount achieved today, but I just thought I'd come down, just, yeah, it gives me something to do, you know. I'm waiting for them bearings really. Got a few bits in the car. You know, really, we've just got to wait for, I can't do much with Luke's not here. I should have checked really, but I can't get hold of him. It's just a case of just doing what I can. Come down to just check out the engine frame's been clean. Look, yeah. Still looking pretty good. Nice old machine. Nice old capable combine it is. So basically it's just close to the video really, just to wrap up. You know, like I say, I haven't done much, and I haven't done a video for a while because we literally haven't needed to, but when it comes to it, bearings will be here. I'm going to get some brake pads cleaner, clean it all, you know, make sure it's nice and sweet. Put the bearings in, put the crankshaft in, put the chain on, put the cover on, make sure all the gaskets are nice and all fitted together well. Put the pulleys on, put the engine on the cradle, put the engine back on. Need to get a thermostat, so probably we need to get the temperature gauge actually really. We need to get the temperature gauge sorted out. And basically, yeah, want to try and get everything on the engine sort of ready to go. You know, everything about the engine ready while it's down on the floor. Makes it easier than doing it up there. And then we'll fit it on and make sure, well, it'll run, you know, it's got to run. You know, there's nothing, we haven't done anything to stop it from running. So, yeah. I say we've got the proper Perkins bearings come in, so they should be good. Hopefully, you know, we've got everything we need in that. I'll give these bolts a bit of a clean. They all hold the engine. The engine cradle slides up and down on the combine to tension the belt, and that's what these are. These are the clips that hold it all together. So yeah, just basically leave it at that really, because otherwise, you know, it's just wrapping up of what I've done today. You know, like I say, I haven't done much. Just come down here to check out, and it gives me something to do. To be honest, it keeps me busy. Like I say, I have got plenty to do, but I just want to keep myself refreshed, keep myself in the game of what's going on with this. Right then, I'll catch up with you again. Hopefully next week. I'm bringing a combine down from Loughborough. My humpback A is coming down here from Loughborough, and well, it's not coming to this place, but it's coming to a local place where my other convoy shed just up the road, ready for Bloxham Steam Rally, which is where we took this last year. We had the race on this time last year. We were racing to get this ready for the Bloxham Steam Rally. So okay, right, I'll catch up with you next week, hopefully. Bye. Just want to prove that I'm not all just about combines. I do like creatures as well. There's some pigs here, look at them. I could hear them when I was down the bottom there with my mate's yard, and I thought, there's some pigs up there. You got some pigs, so I just thought, I don't know, it's a bit different, isn't it? Just to have a look at the old pigs. Yeah, so right, I'll catch up with you in a minute. What a handsome animal. What are you going to do with them then? They're food for me. Going to breed them.
Yeah.
What, do you have to have them when they're young then, when they're for food, do you?
Yeah, because when they get old, they get a bit like meat's not as good as it.
Oh yeah, I don't know much about them. I know that pigs grow quite quick though, don't they?
Yeah.
You know, they don't stay small for very long, do they? Eh?
Have as little as possible to do with them.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't want to get in there with them, to be honest. I remember when I was little, would have been about 1985, 1986,
Yeah.
and they had the nursery where I was at. My mum used to drop me off at this nursery before school, like preschool nursery thing, and it was like called Windmill Nursery, and it was on an old potato farm. And one time they had a load of pigs, and I can still just remember. I mean, this is one of my earliest memories, and they took us round the back, and there was a lot. This particular time, they had a whole barn full of pigs, and they showed them to us.
Yeah.
And they said, don't put your hands in there, whatever you do, because they'll bite them.
Oh yeah, they'll eat
They'll have your hand off, yeah. And I know, yeah, just remember them. Well, I can't remember obviously much about them, but I remember just them taking us around there and seeing these like pink pigs.
Yeah, these ones won't be too bad because they're sort of used to dad going in there.
Right. What sort are they?
I don't know what they are from this.
Yeah, I'm not sure that. I don't know how I feel about it really. I think raising an animal, I suppose you just do what you do, don't you? I think you raise an animal. I think it's seems a bit weird because it's weird how we get attached to dogs and cats.
Yeah,
But then with a cow or a pig, no one gives a shit.
Yeah.
It's just like meat, bacon sandwich.
Yeah.
But I suppose, yeah, I don't know. It's just the way it is, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just different sort of thing, isn't it? But you wouldn't want one of these as a pet, would you?
Well, not really. No, look at the state of them.
Yeah.
You wouldn't. Yeah. You wouldn't want that when you're trying to watch Emmerdale.
Be on TV over.
Yeah. Right. Anyway, I'm gonna shoot off. So I just popped down here to my other shed. Where's my shed? I'll rent this. I share this shed with my friend that I usually cut for, but we're not doing that much this year. If any at all for him this year, but he kindly lets me use this shed to store combines. So this Moglino, I've got to come down and get battery off of this one, well, either one of these machines. Maybe I might take both of them and recharge them, and pick up a couple of tools that I left behind. Yeah, so I used Jack and that to try and do the wheel the other day, the tyre the other day on that New Holland that we sold. But this has got to come out soon. Because I've got to clean it. Yeah, I've got to clean this one, get it ready for the show, wipe it down and that, get it looking nice, put the sieves in it. That's one job that afterwards we've got to do. Shouldn't take it long to shine it up nicely. Give it a wet cloth all round. You know, you don't need to go mad with it. You have to be careful with these days, the cleaners, because when you're wiping them really hard, especially around this area where it's been oily for a long time, the engine oil deteriorates the paint, because it's detergent oil, deteriorates the paint, and you've got to be careful you didn't wipe too much of it off. But these areas are alright. Give it a nice, like, sort of damp cloth all over. Yeah, and then it's ready for the show. So I'm gonna say I've got to get the batteries, because I'm going to bring my humpback, my Model A humpback down. It's the same combine, but just longer. I mean, you've all probably seen it before. So I need a battery. I'm bringing that down next week, so I need the batteries for that. There's one on here and there's one on that one, on the Class Europa. Yeah, I like this shed. It's a nice, airy shed. I like this combine as well. It's great, isn't it? What a lovely combine. Yeah, the cream of the crop. Really looking forward to using this, because, yeah, so I've just been speaking to my friend, Stuart, the one I share the shed with, and he said, I'll get you, you know, there's a local family that they came down a couple of weeks ago, well, a couple of months ago now, to have a look at this. He come and did the hedge cutting. We're called Varney, that's their family name. They come down and he was hedge cutting down this road, down the road to the farm, and he saw the back end of this Class combine. He was just like, wow, that's a Class combine in there. Wow, I didn't see them very often. And yeah, he come in and see this, and I got a phone call to say, what are you doing with that combine? Do you know what, if I can, I'm going to keep it, to be honest. I did offer it to sell because I needed some money, but I'm glad I didn't, because actually, really, I want to try and keep this one, because it's just different, isn't it, you know? Very nice. So yeah, anyway, I'll wrap it up. I did say I'd finish the video earlier, but I just added a little bit extra on, so never mind. Yeah, alright, I hope you like it. I'll see you later.